Hare Krishna. Ranganath Swami ki jai. Ramanujacharya ki jai. Hare Krishna. So hope you all had a nice darshan. You saw the golden Vimanam. Yes. You saw 4 towers on the top. So that Vimanam, the golden Vimanam, was brought by Vibhishana. And originally it is directly from Vaikunta, Swayambhu. It is not man-made. So in Sriranga Mahatmyam it is said, anybody who sees this golden Vimana, they don't have to take birth again in this material world. So you all had darshan? Yeah. So beautiful golden Vimana, and that is Swayambhu. That Swayambhu brought by Brahma, then Ikshvaku Maharaja, then Lord Ramachandra was worshipping. Actually, you would have seen the backside of the golden Vimana. There is no chance where we can see the front side. Earlier days we used to see. In the front, there is a temple and there is a Narayana there. I don't know whether you have seen the front side. You know, now it is not possible to see the front. We could see only the back side. So in the front there is this thing. So Vibhishana brought and placed it here, and Lord Ramachandra turned that towards the southern direction. Okay, so we will begin from Rajagopuram. I don't know, from here you can't see Rajagopuram. You can see? No, the taller one, the tallest one. Rajagopuram. So totally 16 Gopurams in this temple. And the main Gopuram is the Rajagopuram, tallest one. Built by Thirumangai Alvar, one of the 12 Alvars. So under Mysore Diwan, he was a tax collector. Thirumangai Alvar was a tax collector under Mysore Diwan. He only built the compound, the big compound and the Rajagopuram. So he was a ruthless tax collector, very loyal to the king. He used to extract tax so much from people, ruthlessly take tax, like all the governments. So he was doing that under Mysore Diwan, and Diwan was very happy with him. You know, the king, Diwan will say, collect 100 gold coins, he will collect 200 gold coins. Very loyal person. And one day, when he was roaming around on his horse, he saw a very beautiful Brahmin lady, you know, cleaning the front yard of her house. And, you know, in South they put that kolam, rangoli, color, nice, very beautiful ones. And they have competition also. 16 dot kolam, 12 dot kolam, this, that, and all. So she was putting nice this thing, and very, very beautiful lady. And she was also a yogini, in the sense, very deep, devoted to Lord, and doesn't get easily disturbed by small material, these things, very deep person. So he saw from the horse, and Thirumangai Alvar liked that lady, so he wanted to marry her. So he directly went, he was a ruler, like a tax collector, no? He directly went and said, hey lady, I would like to marry you. And she did not know how to deny, you know, such an important person. So she is a Vaishnava, she laid a condition. What is that? If you pay 1,000 obeisances every day to Vaishnavas and feed 1,000 people, I will marry you. Very simple condition. You know, every day feed 1,000 devotees and pay namaskaram to 1,000. Tamila ninga? 1000 பேருக்கு நமஸ்காரம், 1000 பேருக்கு அன்னதானம். Thirumangai Alvar thought, okay, that's all. So easy, I can do that. And she said something, sometime. He agreed. From the next day, he started feeding 1,000 people Annadanam and 1,000 Namaskara. Because of that devotional service, he completely got purified and forgot that girl. He did this to marry that girl. But this bhakti was so purifying. Is it possible for us 1,000 Namaskaram every day? All tummy will go inside. 1,000 Namaskaram and 1,000 Annadanam. He did so much of bhakti, he was so attached to the Supreme Lord, forgot her. Now that girl wanted to marry him because he has become such a nice devotee, you know. Then one day in the dream, Ranganaji came and told, build my Gopuram. That's it. He was ruthlessly collecting tax from the people 4 times, 5 times, but not paying to the divan. Building that Gopuram, that main big tower, he was building, and he was building the compound wall. And money, you know, there is no money, shortage of money. It's a big story. Then he started looting the people. First he collected tax, there was not enough money, he started looting his own people, you know. Then all the money got over in this village, he started going to another villages. Then he got 4 thieves, master thieves as his company. You know, one can open any lock, another can walk on the water, another can control the shadow of people. He will not hold you, but he will hold the shadow and you can't move. 4 mystical thieves. You know, Tirumangai Alvar caught all the 4 of them and said, I will give you 50%, let us loot. So from here to Badrinath, they started looting. Not in a local area, they started looting all over India. Once they went, you know, somebody told him, in North India, there is a golden Buddha deity. He thought, I will loot the deity. Golden Buddha. So finally the thief said, no, we were looting people, okay, villagers, but we will not loot temple. So Tirumangai Alvar said, okay, let us not loot, okay. Only 1 finger alone we will take and come. Enough gold, 1 finger, no. They went all the way, the thieves, and left the finger and brought the whole deity. You know, they were looting. And the villagers were paying, Ranganath, what is this man? You know, he's ruthlessly, no marriage party can go through this village, nobody can, he will loot them. Finally, Narayana felt so bad. So one day, Lakshmi Narayana themselves came, both as like a Kalyana Kolam, you know, husband and wife. Somebody told Tirumangai Alvar, a wealthy, you know, newly wedded husband and wife is coming in the jungle, let us go and loot them. He went to loot the Lord only, you know. He removed and took all the ornaments from them. Narayana is standing without any gold. Lakshmi, no mala, no nothing, everything he looted. And when he was returning, he saw a beautiful ring on Lakshmi's toe. You know that ladies put that, no? Meti. Yeah. So Tirumangai Alvar thought, okay, why should I leave that? I will remove that also. So he told, see, she is a married, your wife, okay? I don't want to do all these things. Better you remove and give. And he doesn't know this is Lakshmi Narayana. Narayana said, if you want, you remove. So he started pulling, you know, he couldn't pull. You know what he did? With his mouth he started pulling, biting and pulling that ring. But when he touched Lakshmi's lotus feet, suddenly some transformation happened. He realized that is Supreme Lord and Lakshmi. And Narayana told, why are you torturing people? How much money you want to complete this temple? So he gave that amount. Narayana said, I am donating. You know, you finish, don't trouble any of them. You know, that is how they built that Rajagopuram. It's a massive Gopuram, 260 feet. Nowadays, it's all impossible to build that Gopuram. So there are totally 16 Gopurams in the temple, except this one. This is white. Rest is all colorful. There's a beautiful story why this is white Gopuram. You can see that? This is white, and all the other 15 Gopurams are colorful Gopurams. Okay. Then once you enter, did you see that big Garuda? Huge. Have you seen this big Garuda anywhere else? Huge Garuda. So that is the courtyard where you bought all the prasadam. That is where Ramanujacharya used to do satsang. You know, instruct that mandapam where Ramanujacharya will sit, and all his thousands and thousands of disciples will sit, and that is where he used to teach his disciples. Okay. And one day when he was speaking, one of the disciple, very scholarly person, he was shooting question after question, question after question, question after question. So immediately Ramanujacharya told Kuresha, you please tie a curtain in front of me. They should not see me. So he tied a curtain, and nobody could see Ramanujacharya, but answers are coming like, you know, like waves of the ocean. Before finishing one answer, another answer is coming. So Kuresha was completely confused. He's like, I speak something, then I stop, then only I can speak the second statement. Can I speak the first statement and overlap with that on the second statement and the third statement? Is it possible? Not possible. But answers were coming one after the another. And Kuresha was wondering, what is this? How could this happen? So what he did, he simply pulled that curtain and saw what is happening behind the curtain. And he saw Ramanujacharya sitting, but instead of his head, there was 1,000-headed snake. And answers were coming from one head after another after another. Kuresha was like completely, he was like Romancha. He could realize my guru is none other than what? Adisesha. So that pastime happened in that mandap, Then by noon like this, Ranganathji is going to Kaveri to take bath. He was going on Pallak. Lord is going on Pallak and all the music and things like that. So when he came there, Lord Ranganatha Ramanujacharya is speaking with his disciples, instructing his disciples. But the pujaris were all playing dun 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 dun. So Ranganathji was on the horse. He told the pujaris, stop all the musical instrument, stop everything, because Ramanujacharya is speaking to his disciples. So let us go silent. So Ranganathji from the altar till he crossed that place, he went silent. Then he told his followers, pujaris, acha, bajao. So even today, in the afternoon, he comes out in festivals and all, he will go very silent. In that mandapa, there is no music, nothing. Then they cross and they go. So that's where the Garuda thing. And on the other side, you saw Chakratalwar. Sudarshan Chakra temple is there. Then you have Lakshmi. So Lakshmi, only 10 days in a year, Lord Narayana, Ranganath and Lakshmi are together. There's some custom in South India. North, it's not like that. Radha Krishna together, Sitaram together, Lakshmi Narayana together. But in South, in all the temples, Narayana will be in one temple and Lakshmi will be in completely different temple. Only 10 days in a year they are brought together, and that place is this Vasanta Mandapam, where you saw Ramanuja's temple now. That is the place where they come 10 days. So that's a wonderful festival. On the 10th, the first day, that happens once in a year, Ranganath will promise Lakshmi Devi. Lakshmi is waiting for this day, because this is the only time they both can be together in a whole year. So for this festival, Lakshmi will be waiting so much. And that day morning, Ranganathji comes on the horse, Pallaki, everything, palanquin. And he tells Lakshmi, and Lakshmi saying, where are you going? And he will say, I'm just going to Kaveri, take a dip, and I'll come back. Within an hour, I'll come back. And she will say, I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for this day. Don't delay. Please do come. And Ranganath will get out. It's a grand festival. Lakhs of people will gather there. They will all go to Kaveri. And he will take a dip in Kaveri and come the other side of the Kaveri and go to all the other 6 temples. You understand? There are 5 more Divya Desham. So one temple which we will be going tomorrow, called Uttamar, he will go there and sit with that Lakshmi for 10 days. You understand? He promises this Lakshmi, I will come back within short time, and he will go take a dip in Kaveri and come out of the other side of the bank, and he'll go to that temple and stay there for 10 days. Lakshmi will get so angry. So on the 10th day, Lakshmi will go to that temple, beat Ranganath and drag and pull him back. Something like Jagannath Puri also, similar pastime. Drag and pull him back. And here Ranganath will come, Lakshmi will close the temple from inside. Ranganath is waiting. It's a beautiful festival. Ranganath's pujaris are on the outside, Lakshmi's pujaris inside the temple. And Lakshmi is sitting in a palanquin, very calm, quiet. Ranganath is sitting in the palanquin, and the palanquin is dancing like that. All the pujaris are dancing, because he went to that house for 10 days, enjoyed nicely, forgot Lakshmi, and he is dancing. So from inside, the pujaris will ask, where have you been? 10 days you didn't come. So Ranganath is lying. I was with my devotees. The moment I saw my devotees, I forgot everything. But actually, it's a lie. He went to that temple, right? So he's lying and dancing. And Lakshmi is telling, I will not believe you. So Ranganath is saying, I am Param Satya. You have to believe me. The whole world believes me. Lakshmi is saying, whatever it is, your Param Satya itself is a lie. I will not believe you. Then Ranganath is telling, okay, I will take Agni, fire on my hand and make promise. Lakshmi is saying, Sudarshan Chakra is rotating on your finger and Sudarshan Chakra is equal to 1000 sun. Still your finger is not burnt. One tiny camphor, what it can will do, I will not. So then again Ranganath is telling, I will bring all the 33 crores of Devi Devatas to vouch for me. Then Lakshmi is saying, I will not believe you and your Devatas also. So this goes on and Ranganath is not allowed inside. Then Nammalvar will come. Nammalvar will come and Ranganath will ask Nammalvar, can you please recommend Lakshmi so that I can go inside? So Nammalvar will go inside and beg Lakshmi, can I leave him inside? Can I bring the Lord inside? Then Lakshmi will say, I don't trust him. If you vouch for him, I will allow Lord inside. Nammalvar will say, I cannot do all those mistakes, but I would like to see both of you together. Then Lakshmi will say, okay, agreed. Then they will be brought to this Vasanta Mandapam and the festivals will go on. So this Vasanta Mandapam is very, very dear to Lakshmi Devi, because this is the place where she can sit with Ranganathji, So this is very dear. And what happened? And one day Ramanujacharya lived for 200 years. 120 as Ramanujacharya and 80 as Manavala Mamunigal. Same person, two avatars. 120 in the first phase and 80 in the second put together. So Ramanujacharya preached a lot and made thousands and thousands of disciples. One day, Ramanujacharya invited one of his disciples and said, my dear disciple, I am going to attain Samadhi, but I would like to see all my disciples around this village. You please go and inform all of them and tell them I would like to meet them. So this devotee said, my Lord, I will go and inform everybody, but on one condition, I want to come back and serve you finally, so please don't attain Samadhi till I come back. Ramanujacharya promised. So this disciple ran, in those days by foot. He ran to all the villages and said, our Guru is going to attain Samadhi, please do come, he wants to see all of you and all. He informed and he brought everybody, but unfortunately, before the disciple came, Ramanujacharya attained Samadhi and he was kept Samadhi under the earth. And what happened? He attained Samadhi within the temple premises. Inside this temple, he attained Samadhi. In North India, in Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya and all, we keep Acharya Samadhi inside the temple only. Like Vrindavan, we have Prabhupada Samadhi. You see that Radha Damodar temple in Vrindavan, backside, full Samadhis only. And Udupi you have seen, inside you have that place called Vrindavan. Have you seen, remember in Udupi, all Samadhis only. But in South Indian custom, it is not like that. If somebody leaves their body inside the temple, they will not be taken through the Gopuram, through the entrance. It is considered to be contamination. So what they do is, they will bring the body and throw it across the compound. But who has attained Samadhi now? Ramanujacharya. You cannot do that. So Ranganathji and Lakshmi, they appeared in the dream of the priest and said, don't do all those things. Give our Vasanta Mandapam to Ramanujacharya. Under Ranganath Swami's instruction, Vasanta Mandapam was given to Ramanujacharya. So Ramanujacharya is kept Samadhi inside Vasanta Mandapam. But by the time the disciple came, all Samadhi, everything got over. So he came and started beating on his head and crying and screaming, rolling on the ground. Because of his separation, slowly Ramanujacharya's body came out of earth. And that's what you see. It's a real 1000 years old body. No chemicals, no preservative, real. You saw that? The camphor and all is applied. If there is no crowd, the pujari will light a deepa and all show. You can see even that black eyeball, everything you can see. 1000 years over. His body is there, Ramanujacharya. Amazing, it's a miracle there. So that is the Vasanta Mandapam Ramanujacharya's place. Then if you come on the back side, there is Lakshmi. Next to Lakshmi is that Narsimhadev on the top. You saw? Not, no. On the back side, on the top, there is Narsimhadev. You saw that? Closed. Just Lakshmi temple you saw? Just next to, like, on the top, some 20 steps you have to climb. That is where Kambar, that Tamil poet, he wrote Ramayana. Kamba Ramayanam was done there, and when he was speaking about Mother Sita kidnapped by Ravana and all, that Narsingadev roared actually. He roared, and accepted. That's how Kambar's Ramayanam was accepted in this temple. Then if you come there, there is a pond. You saw? This side there is a pond. That is where when Ramanujacharya was walking with two of his disciples, and the disciples were all arguing, debating on philosophy and this tarka, this shastra, nyaya, tarka, baba, all that and all. And Ramanujacharya was silently walking. He saw all his disciples, arguing, fighting, debating and all. So he had some prasada and took little bit and dropped inside that pond, that well. And suddenly some fishes took that prasada, immediately developed a four-handed form, and all the fishes attained liberation. These disciples kept quiet like that. And they were thinking, we were eating Ramanujacharya's remnants every day, nothing happened to us. And these 2-3 fishes immediately got liberated. Then they kept quiet because Ramanujacharya was silently teaching them a lesson there. Then next to that is Lord Ramachandra's deity. He wears a garland with 108 shalagram. Special Lord Ramachandra is there, installed by the famous Alvars and all like that. Then you have this white Gopuram, the only Gopuram in the temple which is painted in white. Once upon a time, during the Mughal attack, Sultan's people, they attacked this place because they had golden deities inside, golden ornaments inside. A huge army of Nawab soldiers came and attacked the temple. The king, everybody ran away. Everybody ran away. Only Brahmanas and ladies were left out in this town. They did not know how to protect the deity. So all the pujaris, 10,000 of them, came with buckets of hot oil, boiled oil, and they brought the oil and pouring on top of the soldiers, trying to protect the temple. But that day was a very, very bad day in history. 10,000 Brahmanas were killed and thrown in Kaveri, and that day Kaveri flowed red, blood red. And they came to steal the properties of the temple, and the Jiyar at that time, their Acharya at that time, he took one golden deity and covered on his upper garments and crawling between the dead bodies and trying to save the deity. But the commander, he saw, the Sultan saw that man is this thing. So he said, attack him, kill him and bring that gold. So when they were going behind Acharya to kill him, immediately there was a Nitya-dāsa here, who used to come to temple, dance for the Lord. In those days, they have this Nitya-dāsa system. They were not accepted in the society. They were insulted in the society and all. And this lady saw the soldiers are running behind the Jiyar. Any moment they will kill them, kill that Acharya. So she did not know what to do. Immediately she ran in between the soldiers and she started dancing. So when she started dancing, for a second, all the soldiers' attention was on her. So by the time he was crawling and taking the deity, everybody was focusing on her. So she danced, and what she did, she wanted to hold the attention. She started removing all her dress. She danced naked in front of this, but all the soldiers were looking at her. They forgot the other person, and she knew she doesn't have any more life after this. She danced and caught the commander, and the commander was bewildered. He did not know what to do, and caught his finger and took him on top of the Gopuram, and smilingly she pushed him down, and the commander fell down dead. She also jumped and committed suicide, because there is no more life after that for her. She also committed suicide. She gave her life and protected the deity. So from that day, this particular Gopuram, in memory of her sacrifice, it's painted white. All the other Gopurams are painted in color. So you saw Rajagopuram, then Garuda Alvar, then Sudarshan Chakra, then Lakshmi, then Narsingadev, then the well, then Kotanda Rama, White Gopuram, Prasadam, out. All these places. So I don't know if you have seen, you can see. If you have not seen, you can take darshan of all these places. Bus is waiting near Jagannath Mandir. The same place where they dropped us in the morning.